Beautiful scenes out here at the Mpira Stadium. What a welcome that sets everybody abuzz as the captains lead their customary greetings. It is the young Buffaloes in the yellow uniform. They get off the mark. They show respect for the home side, which is in the blue with yellow trimmings. These are young players. We're talking about an average age of 19 in the side, but this team does promise to create the first surprise of this tournament. These are the officials for the match. It's Nonjabulo Ndlela. She hails from South Africa. Roda Mandlande, also from Mozambique. Limbiza Musawa, also from Zambia. This is Ascent Academy, and full of smiles. Goalkeeper, so much is talked about. She's definitely coming to age, growing today. We're talking about Patricia Kachepa, and this goalkeeper is definitely someone to look out for. There's a number of players, but as we go on, we'll definitely get to learn more and more thereof. The experience of young Buffalo is expected to take them over the line. However, the exuberance of the youngsters is expected to create the upset of the tournament. 2024 is what it is. They're playing for a place in the Champions League. They're playing for a place to join Mamelodi Sundowns. And here are the even though the weather conditions are what they are, the referees is Lumbidzai Musawana, Cecilia Francisco Fernando of Mozambique. Brenda Kunda is the match commissioner, but Nonjabulo Ndlela of South Africa is given responsibility to look after this match. And we are all systems go. Battle lines are drawn, and the referees, assistant referees, are checking the match, but also at the same time checking that the goal nets, there's no holes, as we then look at the starting lineup for Ascent Academy. It is Patricia Kachepa, Delinas Masenga, and Maggie Chavula, Mercy Lixon in the middle of the park, Miriam Nwelula, and Faith Chizumu, as well as Chimbeta. Those are the players on the subs bench. Fatima Lali is there, Gaudi is also there, Esther January and Loveness is also there to make a contribution. For young Buffaloes, we're seeing Dlamini and we're seeing Kampala, Ndlovu, as well as Kambule, Malinga, Nzinisa, Dube, Ndwandwe, and Ngozo. And Dlamini on the bench, Glory Mbamba. We are waiting for the referee's orders as Nonjabulo Ndlela is about to get us. They say, get ready. We are about to rumble.
We're going to
get ready. We are about to rumble. It is the home side that will get us underway, and they are attacking the goal from the right to the left of your screen, and young Buffaloes are attacking the goal from the left to the right of the screen. Young Buffaloes, they have the red stockings, they're dressed in yellow, and you're looking at the home side. That is a beauty. And we get underway immediately from the young academy team. So we're looking forward to this match.
Exactly. Ascent Academy playing at home for the first time in 2024 COSAFA Champions Qualifiers. Hopefully to be the first Malawi team maybe to win a game. We saw Topa Super Queens last year. They went to COSAFA in South Africa, but they failed to win even a single match. Let's wait what will Ascent Academy bring today.
Tadala Mandala is alongside me, or Manda. She's alongside me, and she too is being given the opportunity to give you her views of this match. We're looking at a fantastic showpiece, a fantastic showdown, as the ball just goes out to play. It is young Buffaloes who are winning the throw-in, and Malinga losing out and quickly taken. There's the opportunity for Faith Chizumu, who is in the box. Yes, Faith, an opportunity! and opened the scoring in as early as the first minute. This is the fastest goal of the tournament thus far. She took on the defender. She was so confident, made sure she put it past goalkeeper Nondumi Sotlamini. Faith Chinzimu, fantastic piece of play. They won that ball in the midfield as Faith Chinzimu. They won the ball. Look at the pace on the left-hand side. Skinned the defender, picked a spot, and the rest is history.
First shot on target, and it's a goal for Ascent Academy, coming from attacking, and then the 15 up against 15, the defender and Faith Chinzimu scoring that beautiful goal. There were other options. She could have passed it to another player, but she saw that the goalkeeper is already beaten.
Celebrations begin. Faith Chinzimu getting onto the score sheet. This is a team that is absolutely buzzing. This is a team that is being tipped to make their way to the final. A wake-up call for young Buffaloes. What a baptism this is. One in a park. It is Kenneth, Maureen Kenneth. A beautiful ball going out to the right-hand side. Chimbeta on the right-hand side, losing out as the ball runs out. There's a pace about this match. They are definitely an attacking side that has no fear. Defending from the front. Tom Makolonga, who is the coach, given the responsibility to look after the Scorchers, the senior national team. He is holding a CAF A license, and what belief in this coach. He is or was the coach of civil services way back in 2023. Here is young Buffaloes. Available is Malinga on the right hand side, dispossessed. We have Manoa, who is another live wire, but here again it is the young 15-year-old Faith Chinzimu. She's going to cause the problems this afternoon.
Exactly. Moving in the right-hand direction, she's going with strong and confidence, being confident when going into the box. That's what a striker needs to be doing. You don't need to fear the defenders.
Showing good strength, no fear coming from the left-hand side of Ascent Academy. They say we are on the ascendancy. A corner it is. Ball in the box, header! Again, Faith Chinzimu. Got the crowd on her side. When you've got the crowd on your side, there's very little that goes wrong. She's quite a lanky frame. She's definitely getting into the right areas. Chimbeta winning that ball. Chimbeta, lovely 1-2 in the box. Yes, Chinzimu. Chinzimu complementing the run coming from the left-hand side. The support is immense. Defensively, you've got Thandi Majola. Thandi Majola, just 21 years of age, intercepted by young Buffaloes. Dube in the middle of the park, but it is young Delinus Msinga. Msinga on the ball. She's also 19. She goes all the way to a goalkeeper, Patricia Kachepa. Kachepa playing the 1-2. Kachepa on the right-hand side gives away possession. Young Buffaloes will use this game to slow the game and play their own game. The youngsters are full of energy. Throw in. Young Buffaloes. It is Shazipi forced into a throw-in. Young Buffaloes could hardly settle down. And when we look at Coach Fiziwetope, he too is very concerned at what has hit him. Young Buffaloes, ball being directed into the box. However, dealt with defensively. Here we get another opportunity for Young Buffaloes. It's a shot, but they've got the numbers. Is Young Ascent Academy coming away with it on the left-hand side, which has been the problem wing for Young Buffaloes.
Every ball that is coming on this side, it's either a flow in or it's going into the box.
Talking of the throw-in, here is Masinga, Delinus Masinga. The referee doesn't like the challenge from Hlezi Pitlamini, who is almost the oldest player in this tournament. She's 39 years of age, is Hlezi Pitlamini. Ball quick 1-2 on the left. Delinus Masinga. Delinus Masinga finds Chimbeta. Chimbeta is closed down. High ball, good control. Again, Faith Chinzimu. However, dispossessed. This time, it is Nkambule who will come away with it from Green Buffaloes. Nkambule is looking for the run, and a mistake made, a rare mistake made. However, it is Young Buffaloes. Ndlovu. 1-0 the scoreline. Chimwembe is buzzing. If you're not here at the stadium and you're a local, you're losing out. Ball in the midfield. Forced to hack it away. That's the pressure. Tied it up in defense. Tandi Majola. Majola. That ball just bouncing in the midfield. Pickpocket. Nerula. Here is another opportunity. Ascent Academy. It is Miriam Mnenula. Miriam Mnenula. Miriam Mnenula. She is the captain and she's at 19. So let's see these leadership qualities of young Mnenula. Goalkeeper Nondumiso Dlamini showing a bit of range, good control. Maureen all the way to goalkeeper Patricia Kachepa. She's pushing her players away from the back, and the wind that just pushes the ball a little bit backward. I'm sure the coach will tell them, just keep the ball on the ground. They are possession-based playing side. They love to knock the ball around and get everybody involved. We're talking about 11 capable and able players. We're talking about 11 players that support. There's no stars in the side.
Exactly. We saw Patricia Kachepa very confident, but it was a hurry-up goal kick. She could have saw another player, a defender, to make a proper build-up, come in the mid and move forward.
Coming from the middle, we're expecting that the players in support, as we look at one riding a challenge, going out to the right-hand side, and all the way to goalkeeper Ndomiso Dlamini. Ball goes out for a throw-in. This team, if anything to go by, has got that early goal that just settled the nerve and got everybody exciting. They're on the edge of the box, but the referee spotting an infringement. Full of energy. Young Buffaloes being soaked into the momentum of the academy. Spilisiwe Ndlovu. Here's a chance all the way to the goalkeeper. Collects it with confidence. It's another high ball. Intercepted in the midfield by Nkambule. Buffaloes, strong ball in the midriff. Good collection by Chimbeta. Chimbeta loses out as she tries to find another teammate. But here's the trouble in that defense. Beautiful. Pulling, getting back into on level terms. Young Buffaloes using their pace, using their strength, and one's got to compliment Tenalile Ngampala. Tenanile Ngampala was unmarked using her pace. And she's saying, no ways. We can't let these youngsters give us such a hard time.
The first shot on target, first clear shot on target for Green Buffaloes, and it's a goal. There was miscommunication. As a goalkeeper, you need to tell your defenders, are you coming or should I move? That was an early movement from Kachepa.
Very early coming off a line, goalkeeper Kachepa. He needs a little bit more communication. They got to be careful. And that's the confirmation of the goal scorer, Tenanile Ngampala. That's what they have to be careful of, is the young academy players pushing up too quick, leaving the spaces behind, and that was capitalized by young Buffaloes. Throw in. It's a foul throw. The referee wanting it taken again, but this time in favor of young Buffaloes. Young Buffaloes themselves, who are a team that are well organized. However, in defense, they certainly have the problem to deal with the pace, just a little bit slow, and that being exploited by the academy team players. Forced backwards, and captain giving the instructions to say, keep it calm. Buffaloes, it's in the middle of the park. Last touch coming off a player in yellow, and it is a throw-in. Msinga finding Chimbeta. Chimbeta on the left-hand side is very skillful and can take on the defender, trying a trick or two. But the experience of Hlesipi is making sure that she wins that ball. Safety first.
Too many touches won't help for Ascent Academy. When you have the ball, check the space.
This is the level that they need to top up. It is a little bit higher than the domestic challenges. But talking about the domestic challenges, this is a team that won their league in the central region. And, you know, teams like Silver Stars, you're looking at Civil Services, you're also looking at Hungry Lions, who have been punished by the young Ascent Academy players. Good carrier of the ball, releasing with great confidence is Melissa Lixon. Young Buffaloes responding positively. So 2 quick goals. So there's a player down, and when one looks at the player that's gone down, just Sikonza, the coach will be definitely worried, because this is her top marksman, Simangele Nobuhle Sikonza. Here's another chance. Tenalile, keeper comes out. Keeper comes out. If your defense is not there to help you, she'll be able to sweep.
Yes, exactly. The defense was beaten, and then she came to rescue.
Ascent Academy have got to be careful of being drawn into the moment. They are playing for the crowd possibly, and not focus on the task at hand, which could be detrimental.
Exactly. Putting themselves for panic, it's nothing. Their fans are here, cherishing them. Having a goal in a minute, that means they settled very fast. So let's wait and see.
But the home side definitely needs to get their foot in front and get the crowd on your side. And here's a chance for Delina Msinga. Msinga playing the 1-2. It's Chimbeta. Chimbeta is in an offside position. And referee Ndlela doesn't want to see any of that, bringing in a bit of discipline. Well, the body language of the referee, Nonjabulo, speaks volumes that she's definitely not going to accept the disrespect. This is the moment. Narrowly offside for Chimbeta. And good decision. 16 minutes on the clock. A foul. And a foul on Dube. Nokwanda Dube. Academy, who have played in 3 previous tournaments on the Goshen City Women's National Championship, and that is where they won most of their fans. They continue to showcase their talent. A free kick taken and got it right over the wall, got the bounce, didn't have enough pace. The keeper does well to follow that through. Seems like young Buffaloes will go route 1, looking for Tenalile Kambala, and here she is. Offside flag goes up yet again. Tenalile is one of 3 players for young Buffaloes that collectively scored 221 goals in a season. 221 goals in a season.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And not only that, she continues to pose a threat in this match. She was the goal scorer in this match. So defensively, Ascent have got to be careful. Keeper coming out. Fortunate, the bounce, taking that ball away from goal. Again, goalkeeper needs to hold her attack to the oncoming player.
Communication breakdown in the defense, and goalkeeper Kachepa. She is in control. In a match like this, in any match, in any football match, a goalkeeper is the one who sees any position in this match. So communication is needed in the back of
communication breakdown. They're going to need to fix that up, and fix it up very, very quickly, because young Buffaloes have realized that they are struggling defensively in terms of their discipline. But here is Ascent Academy, stopped in their tracks. Maureen, 17 years is Kenneth Maureen. Another ball over the top. Keeper this time comes, judges the flight of the ball. It's another long ball. Picked up by Chinzimu. They've got the numbers in the midfield as Ascent Academy, but they have to deal with Nkambule, Nzinisa, as well as Dube. They win it in the midfield. Here's an opportunity to launch an attack. It is Nkambule. Nkambule for young Buffaloes. Away by Dlamini. Shezipi. Pickpocketed yet again. Tandi Majola. Ping pong. They need to settle into a rhythm. Ball out on the far right hand side. Giving chase to that is Atweni. Played back. They'll rather be comfortable. Letitia. That ball just slipping out of the hands of Kambule. Forced into an error. Kambule competing with Faith Chinzimu. The game has slowly lost its pace, and rightfully so. They need to be calm. They need to be a little bit more organized.
Ascent Academy did not expect that game, but coming into this, it's 1-0, so they need to settle down, play their game. It's still more time. 25 to go in the second half.
Well, here's a chance for Sikonze. Getting the throw in. Young Buffaloes have an opportunity in an advanced position to capitalize on the youngsters. Losing a footing in a vital moment. Defending from the front. Strong challenges. Eliwe. Tandazile Kambule. Here's Faith, the goal scorer. Faith troublesome with the pace. Good control. Picks her head up and released it a little too early for her captain. The keeper was quick to read the danger. Keeper. This time they do build up from the back. In no hurry, good control. Look at that first touch. Faith Chinzumu switching play to the right-hand side. Finding Atueni. Atueni still keeping possession, doing a little too much with her feet. Corner for Ascent Academy. Ascent Academy. It looks like Chimbeta to take the corner. Well, there is a bit of a wind and that ball struggling to get it stationary. Should play a short one because they are challenged from a height perspective, but a high ball is what has been decided. Keeper comes out, doesn't get a judge, but again you had Atueni lurking. She could have connected onto that ball. Faith Chinzumu, who failed to get to the end of that. She certainly looks like the target player with the height in standard situations.
The whole team, I think she's the one who the taller than the other team, so a disadvantage to Ascent Academy of their height comparing to Young Buffaloes.
And again, when you look at the height, it then makes sense to keep the ball on the ground and knock it about, appreciating the skill, appreciating the star, turning on the heat. Here's a chance for the captain, giving chase, and that ball just trickles over the goal line. Mariam Mnelula. Nemnula. Coach, just outside your picture, is giving the instructions for the players to defend from the front. That is a Young Academy. Good turn by Malinga. Losing out. Here's Faith. She has faith in her players. She'll deliver across all. She'll want to keep possession, play it back for the support, and that comes in the form of Maureen. However, losing out yet again, but it is deadliness that switches the play and also goes out for Atueni. Atueni finds a captain. The captain is using a space, trying to turn the defender. It's not working. We've seen that happening on 3 occasions now for Captain Mariam
Nenola, a very brilliant player, the one that scored a goal when Ascent Academy grabbed the 2023 Goshen City, a run goal against Kamuzu Barracks. So she is good, but anyway, let's wait.
Here's a chance for Young Buffaloes, trying to connect the passes. Young Buffaloes and Kambule. Kambule looking for the run made. Keeper comes out, showing good handling is young keeper Patricia Kachepa. Player remained on the ground is Eliwe and Kambule. Well, here is Patricia Kachepa. This is one of the strengths of this team academy. She has a problem dealing with aerial balls. She also has a problem dealing with long balls. However, on a 1v1 situation, has the ability to go down quickly, showing good handling.
Yes, she helped Ascent Academy to reach the finals, and as well, they were crowned the champions. She had a clean sheet on that day, managed not to manage to creep a clean sheet against Kamuzu Barracks, which they had that top goal scorer of the tournament, Fazila Chiembeges.
Let's call her the silent killer, who has the ability to destroy defenders, who has the ability to destroy strikers, and she has an abundance of confidence, is young Patricia. Spilisiwe Ndlovu. Coming out of a difficult situation is the 1-2 being played. A strong challenge there by Delinas Musinga. Goal kick. Nondumiso Dlamini. A rare smile from Coach Tom Nkolongo. He loves what he's seeing. Well, either he loves what he sees, or he's unhappy about what he sees and has the smile to protect his unhappiness.
Exactly. Looking at the scenario, the left flagged that it was an offside, so he was like, oh, why? How? A mixed reaction.
Mixed reaction from the coach, indeed. This time, normally has it his way. Normally has the big score lines. But this is a team that has got everybody talking. They participated in their first international tournament, and that was in Iceland, where they got the opportunity to play against Arsenal, and they played to a 2-2 draw. They went further on. Yes, they lost against Bayern Munich, but this team was so much talked about that when they came back, there was so much of inquiries about their players. Let's not forget, people, Temwa and Tabita, they come from this region, who played their football out in China, also played at PSG, playing in the US, but Africa has been blessed with the best players coming from the continent. We have Kundananji from Zambia, as well as Barbara Banda, who has got the world watching. So this young team can continue to produce and fight and bring some brilliant players. Faith Chinzumu definitely has caught your eye. Tell me otherwise. A throw in. A throw in for Ascent Academy. They were on the ascendancy early in this match. Would you basically look at and say the experience of young Buffaloes coming to the fold, just dampening the youngsters a little bit?
Yes, exactly. What they manage is we are playing away, and the noise must not disturb us. Let's play our game. Let's utilize the chances. They missed it. They dispossessed in the back line. Let's press and see what's going to happen.
Young Buffaloes continue to press and put pressure on the back 3 or 4 of the academy team, which is one of the best academies out in Lilongwe. That is about what, 600 Ks from Malawi?
From Blantyre.
From Blantyre, sorry, from Blantyre. So it's home away from home.
Yes, it's
for
home
the young
away from home.
Ascent Academy.
But still more, they can hear what the supporters are talking about. They are home, actually.
They are home. They are made to feel welcome. 30 minutes on the clock. Young Buffaloes with the throw-in. They have to deal with the crowd as Young Buffaloes on the left-hand side. Absolutely vocal. They haven't lost their voices. They continue to sing on. Here's that ball, threading it through the needle. Follow through this time. The referee doesn't like the touching, the holding. Letitia Chinyamula. Away by Buffaloes. There's a chance for Sasanda. Throw in. Buffaloes this time piling the pressure. Look at the number of blue jerseys around the player with the ball. One pass. As one pass can dissect quite a number of the players. Yes, Faith Chinzimu wins that ball. Faith needs support. She has an option to go solo and releases the ball, but releases the ball to a yellow shirt. It is the captain, Mariam, who picks up play. However, brings in again Faith Chinzimu. Chinzimu needs to release that ball. Who's available to support? Trying a little too much again. She wins it back. Ascent trying the one puff and pass. It's not happening. Here is a Kambule. It's a long ball searching for Sikonde. Finds a Sikonde and she loses out. As Letitia Chinamula, 18 years of age, player of the season in the Central region. She continues to be menacing. Most promising player is Letitia Chinamula.
She also plays for Scorchers, the Malawi national team of football.
Playing for the Scorchers at 18 years of age. Has a couple of caps to her name. But definitely an under 20, under 23 international in the making. Good control. Malinga. Keeper comes out, guards the bounce. It was at this venue in 2022 when Ascent Academy lost by 5-3 in a penalty shootout. And that was after they were locked to a 1-1 in regulation time against Ntopwa at this very same venue.
Yes, so the memories that they had about this venue are very bad. From that time is this game. From that time, they haven't come here yet. The finals of 2023, Goshen City, they played at Bingu National Stadium in Lilongwe.
Well, certainly fond memories as we have a look at the clash of the two number 12s, and that looks a little bit Smangele, who has been asked the questions. Letitia Chinamula getting that yellow card. And I'm sure that's after singing her praises, Letitia Chinamula gets herself a yellow card.
First yellow card of the game.
First yellow card of the match. That had to take 33 minutes. There's a lot of challenges coming in. There's a lot of nervy moments, more so for young Buffaloes. I think they came into this tournament and thought they're playing up against young kids from the academy and they would be a walk in the park. But we found out rather difficult, and Miss Brenda Kunda looking and enjoying some of the delegates who are responsible for putting this tournament together. They've got to be congratulated. They really worked tirelessly. Chinzimu, he's across. Keeper collects into the bucket. She was looking for the run by Miriam, who was making her way to the first pole and hoping that the keeper would spoil that ball. Some good handling from Nondumiso Dlamini. The two centre backs for Ascent Academy, Chavula and Majola, they have to play a lot more closer together, and And that is where the trouble's coming through in terms of young Buffaloes finding the channels and finding the spaces to penetrate and give their goalkeeper the trouble. And I think they've done their homework. They realize the long-range drives are going to be a problem for goalkeeper Kachepa. Mariam hustling away, does well to keep that ball in play. There's two players to aim for in the box. She tries to go solo by whipping in another ball. Wrong decision made. I think she could have cut in, played that ball into the box. There was players making a run. You had Chinzimu making a run. You also had Chimbeta able to receive. Away by Ngozo. Trying to connect a few more passes. That ball a little too strong and offside, but very pleasing in moments when they can knock it around. You get to see that they want these small pockets, these small passes. Chinyamula. Chinyamula is upset with the supply. Letitia. In that moment, Chinzimu, there's a decent ball coming out from the blind side. Was Atuenu, and goalkeeper had to be very quick off a line. Atuenu is just lurking every now and then, coming from behind to latch on to that ball. Close down very quickly. Ball in the air. She has two defenders. Header away. As Chinamula gets involved. She loses out and loses out this time. It is young Buffaloes. Nobile. That bounce of the ball. Foot up. One would have probably said, referee, please protect me. Referee allowing the game to flow. Have options. Malinga on the right. And giving chase is Tenalile, but the offside flag goes up and goes up very quickly. That flag just tells you the story of the strong wind that is present. Roda Montlane of Mozambique is given the responsibility to man the touchline. At the bottom or the right-hand side of our commentary booth. Here's Atuenu. A fast stand out there, getting behind their players. They were spoiled to a thriller in 2022. Until then, they haven't seen their favorites in Ascent Academy. Today, what a welcome back.
Welcome back, and there are a number of girls in Ascent Academy team that came from Blantyre. They are in Lilongwe just because of football, so they are home.
Oh yeah, there you have it. They've come back home as a number of players reside in Blantyre. Those are players from the academy. Your summation of the first 45, when you look at Ascent Academy, what can they do differently in the second half? And you look at young Buffaloes, what can they also do in the second half?
As with Ascent Academy, they need to put down the pressure. They put the pressure on themselves because conceding of that a goal.
Atweni played right. Can they go with the lead in the break? Header! Keeper makes a save. A double save. Brilliant effort by keeper Nondumiso Dlamini. Keeper Nondumiso Dlamini stayed down, but a double save by her saves the blushes of young Buffaloes. She fell rather awkwardly. Her shoulder seems to be the problem. Have a look at this ball. It was whipped in with acres of space. Free header there for young Chimbeta. Gets the header on target and tries yet again. Coming in from deep is the captain, Miriam. Doesn't get a hold of it. Keeper makes another save. Brilliant effort.
Yeah, exactly. A beautiful cross coming into Mariam Onenola, but the header was too weak maybe, and then the goalkeeper managed to parry it away.
Well, you need to get the firepower when you're in that area. You need the strong players to toe poke it. But as you mentioned, is the fact that maybe it didn't have the power it deserved. That gave the opportunity to the goalkeeper to make the save, and that keeps the scoreline decent at 1-1. And the crowd was hoping that that ball will get over the line. You can see the smiles. They are hoping that their young players will get over the line, and absolutely enjoying the moment. Another moment of brilliance that was thwarted by the goalkeeper as she's made her way up and raring to go. And as we said, the school is out. The young ones have come to enjoy and looking forward to their role models and the football that is on display. Keeper, good to see her up and about yet again. Buffaloes making a mistake. This time it is again young Chimbeta. Anywhere will do for young Buffaloes. They have to navigate carefully. What does the coach say? This is critical phases of the match, and when this happens, you want to protect your goal. You want to, as an attacking team, make use of the opportunities.
Exactly. Ascent Academy, when going forward, they are looking at the spaces. Where is my friend? Where should I put the ball? But the fighting spirit, or after in the box, after getting into the box, is what is lacking.
There we go on the edge of the box. Faith gets across. Faith, keeper comes out, hesitates, collects it eventually. She's rarely careful of the bounce of the ball.
Knowing that Ascent Academy are attacking in numbers.
Here's Coach Fiziwe. Feeling the pressure, wondering if his team can hold out. When we're looking at and looking forward to the second half, one can hope. There's a moment before we look at the second half! Ascent Academy, 2, Young Buffaloes, 1. The heartbreaker, the destroyer. It is Alfina Chimbeta. Almost on the 45th minute. It was a cross from Faith. The ball bounced, keeper collected, released that ball. Patricia, and that was the heartbreaker. Chimbeta getting her name on the score sheet. She realized that the keeper was more to her right-hand side, picked a spot on the left-hand side, and that was enough to give them the lead. Alinafi, Tandi. We were talking about the importance of game management.
Yes.
We were talking about the importance of focus, players needing to switch on in these moments of the match.
The momentum is back for Ascent Academy. They really knocked out for this goal. Having managed to score at the 10 minutes of the second half, and as they scored that one goal in the early first half, they had a lot of questions to answer to Tom Nkolongo. What were you doing after creating more chances but failing to score? Anyway, it's 2-1. Fair to Ascent Academy because they were knocking at the goalkeepers for young
They
Buffalo.
continue to probe. They continue to dominate possession. They continue to ask questions. He's off his bench. He's livid though with his team. Fantastic display from Ascent Academy. They go into the break with the lead. 2 goals scored in critical phases of the early 10 minutes and late closing 10 minutes of the first half. Fantastic piece of play. Faith Chinzimu working hard. They get into the huddle in the middle of the park. And on the other end, Green Buffaloes, Young Buffaloes rather, will come back all guns blazing, looking for the equalizer. They are coming from behind in this match as we confirm the goal scorers, Majola in the 45th minute and Lali in the 2nd minute. However, Zampala in the 12th minute. Here are the highlights in the opening minute of the match, the fastest goal of the match. It was Faith Chinzimu who tried to cut in, beat the goalkeeper on the nearest pole, did well. And, the challenges that were coming in thick and fast, good defending, and Dlamini taken to the sword. Goalkeeper Nondumiso was also asked questions. Goalkeeper showing a bit of inexperience in a moment which could have led to the goal, but Young Buffaloes were not done as Tenalile pulled one back. Keeper beaten hands down. Was quick off a line though to try and narrow the angle. But this is the brilliance of goalkeeper Nondumiso Dlamini, pulling off a double save in that moment to keep a side in the lead level. But it was moments later that young Alfina Chimbeta gets the ball in the back of the net to give Ascent Academy the much deserving lead after dominating possession, especially in the middle of the park. It was enough to send the stadium into raptures as we come to the end of the first 45 minutes. They have continued to enjoy all the action, and that's how it ends. It is Ascent Academy 2, Young Buffaloes 1. to the Mpira Stadium. And if you are and you haven't made your way to the stadium, you are losing out. We have two teams that have given their best thus far. 45 minutes in the bag, and it has been Ascent Academy of Malawi that have drawn first blood, and that was in as early as the first minute. The fastest goal of this tournament thus far, and could be the fastest goal in the entire tournament. They then pulled a second goal in the 45th minute, in the dying minutes of the first half, to make it 2. And when you're looking at young Buffaloes, on the other hand, they pulled one back in the 11th minute to make it 1-1, coming from behind. And here they are in the second half. They have it all to do. They are chasing this match.
Exactly. Looking at the crowd, it all favors Ascent Academy playing at home, and everything is possible. They got one goal in the first half. Coming into this Ascent Academy, we don't know how they will approach the second half. Maybe they want to score a quick goal and settle. 3 will help them to play their usual football, pass and go in front.
Bearing in mind that the unknown element is no longer existing, they now know what Ascent Academy is about. So we are expecting a second half with a different approach, and that approach could be problematic for either side. If you're looking at young Buffaloes, they could drive the shots from range. They can see the goalkeeper is very often off a line, maybe struggling also to deal with the high balls. But on the other end, you also would find Ascent Academy who would want to mix it. It is all systems go at the Mpira Stadium. We're waiting for the referee. That's Nonjabulo Ndlela. That is from South Africa. She's supported by Rhoda Molande from Mozambique, as well as Lumbidzai Musawa from Zambia. Again, if you are wondering which team is which, the Ascent Academy is in yellow with a bit of blue, and young Buffaloes are in yellow with a bit of maroon. The changes are coming in as the changes for young Buffaloes. They are making 3 changes, and out goes number 15, Nolwandle Constance. Out goes number 8, that is Nontogo Malinga, and also another player is Sisanda Nzinisa. Those players are all finding themselves with the job done, and the coach wants to make sure that takes the ascendancy. What do you make of those changes?
Yeah, 3 changes from young Buffaloes. Tactically, they would want to approach it in a different way. They know the weakness of Ascent Academy. When they are approaching 2 to 3 passes, they are in the box. It's possible to get one back and to put it at 2-2.
Well, those are definitely the 3 changes that the coach, that is Sabelo Mnisi, supported by Fizi Weshope, is hoping to tip the scales in favor of young Buffaloes. Ascent Academy, they will go backwards. They will try and string and connect a few passes, get the ascendancy, and pick up from where they left off. It's a ball that looks very harmless. Well, good to see that the goalkeeper is back in the field. She took a little bit of a knock in the closing stages, but the medical team having worked tirelessly to get her back in this match, and a mistake made there by Ngoza. Change in the defensive back line for young Buffaloes. And when we're looking at that change that has been made by Young Buffaloes, they brought on a more pacey player because they realized that Ascent Academy is exposing the slowness of the defense to react.
Exactly, the defense to react, attacking in numbers, which is bringing problems in the defense of Young Buffaloes.
Inside the box, that ball being allowed to find its way to the goalkeeper, who was quite comfortable to send that ball out to the halfway line. Captain looking for a quick return. Here's Atueni. He delivers across, but that's very easy for the goalkeeper. So another midfield change that was made by Sabelo. Coach Sabelo brought in a midfielder in Telamalange Nitlamini. She came on for Nzinisa, who seemed to struggle to deal and keep up with the pace. There's another opportunity. The captain, Miriam, does well, giving chase is Maureen. She does well to keep it in place, but to keep it in play. However, it's Young Buffaloes who tidy up. Look at that control. Strength. Letitia Chiramula is really operating up front and expected to connect with that three. She's dropped a little bit deeper than indicated on the team sheet. They say dynamites come in small packages. When you look at Melissa Lixon, she's tiny, but is full of running.
Exactly. She's the one that starts most of the balls that the Ascent Academy receiving.
Well, she's definitely your number 10 from the defense, starting all the moves. There's a captain, Miriam, who wins a corner. The stadium has now filled up. They got to hear the noise. They got to hear and see the goals. Then quickly went to call a brother, to call a sister to come and join the fun. Mpira Stadium just loving the moment, loving the atmosphere, and loving the football on display. The assistant referee, Mulande's flag going up very quickly. Young Buffaloes are finding it difficult to come out of their half, and that is due to the high press that is being applied by Ascent Academy here in the second half.
Exactly, they have dominated this second half. 5 minutes played, no any cross line from Young Buffaloes. They haven't yet tested the goal of Kachepa.
Well, they have it with 50 minutes of this match being played. 2-1 in favor of the Young Ascent Academy. Young Buffaloes who lost to Costa del Sol. Here's another chance, and again it was Alifa Chimbeta who had just strayed into an offside position. She's quite nippy and gets behind that defense. She also got the skill. Alifa. Young Buffaloes who's making their third appearance in this tournament. Certainly an improvement from their previous outings. Have signed on a couple of new players. They lost 4-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. They lost 2-1 to Costa del Sol. And they played a 3-3 draw. That was a very high-scoring game against Olympic di Maroni, which is another team from Mozambique. So in their group, which is Group B, They still have it all to do. And with their backs against the wall in this particular encounter, they've got to dig deep. Coach Sabelo understanding the need to bring on fresher legs, to bring in players with a different element to this match. Hoping that they'll be able to stabilize and stifle a very busy Ascent Academy team. Good control. Chinzimu over the top, making a run from the blind side, but the keeper's very quick to read it, pick it up, and launch another one of the attacks for Buffaloes. It's a rare opportunity to find Buffaloes in the half of Ascent, and since the game started in the second half. Throw in. Tenalile Gampala, the goal scorer, is back defending. Definitely enjoy the wing play. But again, with the wing play, there's a strength that needs to be built with it to be able to cross that ball. You'd probably look at it and say, they should maybe be playing with a size 4.
or just reduce the aerial balls.
The aerial balls,
yes,
play it on the ground.
Play
that
it
is
on
their
the ground.
strength. But again, when you reduce the aerial balls and play it on the ground, you need quick support, you need the triangles, you need the lines between the defenders.
Which is difficult for young Buffaloes to do it.
Yes.
With Ascent Academy, they can pass 3 to 4 passes and then they're into the box. But it's in the other way around. It's difficult for young Buffaloes to penetrate.
One bounce.
We are yet to see the changes, the substitute. What are they going to bring in this second half?
Yeah, we are yet to see Telamalanga, Notando, as well as Numvula make a difference. We'll use their first names because 4 or 5 of the players on the park have got the same surname, Dlamini. Very common surname in Eswatini. And if you are planning to visit out in Eswatini, you need to have Elangeni, which is almost 1:1 to the South African rand. And for those who want to come to Malawi, you need the Malawian kwachas. You need the Malawian kwachas. That's the currency that is used here in as those short passes. And the ball a little too strong for Atueni. Running into the advertising board. Atueni is another promising player in terms of height. She is definitely one that is to look out for in the future. When you talk of national team representation, Delina Msinga is one of those players that played in the COSAFA of 2023. And, at 19 years of age, she was able to get a call-up. Also, Maggie Chavula was part of the COSAFA 2023 as well. And, you got to look at Atueni. She was called up, Atueni, and pretty late. And again, this is important for players. You bring them into the national team to get the experience. You bring them into the national team to rub shoulders with the experienced players.
It's not all about game time. Sometimes exposure helps you to grow.
Absolutely. And just to experience what it's like, and looking at them in this tournament, they definitely out to experience what the requirements are to join Mamelodi Sundowns and the CAF Women's Champions League, where they are the defending champions. Catherine Gaudi is another one of those players that is in the national team, and so is Faith Chinzimu.
A lot of promising stars for Ascent Academy. Malawi, the Scorchers, a bright future.
No, absolutely bright future. I mean, if you're talking about Faith, she's 17 years of age and she's already a scorcher.
Senior.
In the senior team,
yes.
yeah. So we're talking about great development that is being done by coach Tom Mkolongo. He's got to be given the credit. Buffaloes. Kambule. Keeper is livid with the defender. Very upset with Tandi Majola. And the reason for that is she gave instructions, and this will put the team under pressure.
Exactly. As a keeper, you need to know your roles. Tell your defenders, you are the boss in your own territory. So tell them what you want at that particular time.
Correct. As the ball is played from the back, is Tueni. Does well to get out of trouble using her skill. Ball is shepherded further down, and you can see the strength of Spilisiwe Ndlovu, who's in the mood to hack that ball furthest away from the captain, Miriam. Miriam is quite intelligent. She realizes that when the defender comes through, she rides the challenge, skips the challenge. A passing play. She sneaks in. Here is the captain. He has a chance playing the 1-2. And Atueni.
And that was it was a short, but a weak one.
They got us all guessing as Ascent Academy. Buffaloes. They themselves wanting to build from the back. It's proving to be difficult. Playing a high line. Here's Ascent. Dispossessed. Goal scorer, Alvina Chimbeta on the left-hand side. And Buffaloes is quite happy to give away a corner. Coach Tom Mkolongo spoke about this team playing very importantly as a collective. When they attack as a collective. When they defend as a collective. Corner. It's got a bit of curl. Keeper comes out in no man's land, and that ball just bobbling all the way almost for a throw-in. Eventually, it is a throw-in. We talk about defending from the front. That, as Ngoza tried to launch one of those long balls, very quick to close them down and make sure that they stop and disrupt the play.
Exactly. Ascent Academy are quick on the ball, first one, and they are enjoying the possession this afternoon. Oh, another throw-in.
They've got to be careful, though, of being soaked in to the opposition half. The transitional game of young Buffaloes has not been used thus far because they are camping in the opposition half, but they've definitely got to be careful. There's only one player that remains. It looks like Chawula. Maggie Chawula is the only player on the halfway line, and she's waiting for that interception should that ball come through.
Any counter-attack, and then it's disaster to Ascent Academy.
Yeah. Young Buffaloes forced backwards, outnumbered. Coach Sabelo Mnisi giving the instructions to young Buffalo to come out of their half. Still struggling to deal with the bounce of the ball. Tenalile, Gampala forced backwards. Playing the 1-2. Quite pleasing. Young Buffaloes, the rare opportunity in the opposition half. And coming from an offside position is Sikodze. But that was a moment that the coach wants them to get into the opposition half.
And for the first time in the second half, trying to build an attack. Unfortunately, she was offside.
It was pretty close, the offside, but picked up very nicely by Limbiza Musawa. Spilisiwe to take the free kick. It's a long ball, it's a high ball, effectively dealt with it defensively. Captain going the wrong way, and this time she's guilty of giving away possession as Young Buffaloes. Can they use this to great effect? Two players in the middle of the park are both down, and it had to take Tenalile to hold the player.
That was the only way to stop Mariam Mondenola. There were three other Ascent Academy players, in fact. A yellow card.
A yellow card for Tenalile. Well, she decides to take one for the team because, as you rightfully point out, it was going to be explosive. The pace that they used to attack the goal mouth, and also the way the others come in support for the player with the ball is very, very important. Teliwe. That's a wasted ball that will be of no trouble to Young Buffaloes. Game certainly has taken the spark off, and you'd expect Young Buffaloes to exert more pressure because they're looking for the equalizer. They are trailing this match. Here's a chance for Tenalile. Does well to ride. And still trying to fight her way back. Last touch coming off Maggie. There's a player who stayed down. Looks like Maureen. It's just the medical team is very quick to respond. Young 17-year-old Maureen, and this is how she lost her balance, and it was a clip of the ankles, but also I think the way she landed. Maybe with the arm, one is not certain where it's actually paining, but something is the matter.
Exactly. Being a defender, that moment, you need to sacrifice yourself. But unfortunately, the way she landed, hope.
Coach Tom
she's
Mkolongo just summoning the entire bench into a warm-up. Maureen being helped off. She will receive medical treatment on the touchline. Tom looking on with 65 minutes on the clock. A mistake in the box. Here's Young Buffaloes. Alifa Chimbeta, who tidies up. Young Buffaloes will get the throw in. The crowd are again wanting another goal. But the question will be which side is next to score. They'll definitely want Young Ascent Academy to get the insurance goal. A 2-1 scoreline is an absolutely dangerous scoreline. There's a team that's coming from behind, and on this occasion, it has been Young Buffaloes coming from behind. But the lead is still in favor of the young Malawian team that has really propelled to great heights. And 2024 is their year, they say.
Being the first time to play in the CAF for Women's Championship.
Well, they're tired of deputizing for, what is it, Ntopa?
Yes.
Ntopa have been dominant over the years. They were part of the Champions League in 2023.
It was 2021. It was FCB Nyasa Pick Bullets.
Yeah.
Women's. And then in 2022, Topa Super Queens. So they were eliminated in quarterfinal with Ascent Academy, the revenge. You put us out in the finals, you are not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
and it was 4-0.
That's a huge score.
Yes.
But look, this team has the ability to score. Again, we talk about Hungry Lions, the massive 18-0 scoreline in the hands of these young 17-year-old players. There's a player down waiting to receive treatment. You know, we talk about the league in the central region where you've got MDF Lioness.
Yes.
They too are a very, very strong side. You've got Chisomo Academy.
Yes.
As well as
that's from North. Chisomo
from
Academy.
the north.
Yes.
Yeah.
From this.
By the way, they played in
Silver
the league,
Strikers.
and then they got the different regions together to play in
It's
a
14
mini-league.
games in the region.
Yes.
And then you qualify the number 1 and number 2 from
The top
southern
two
region.
from the region
Yes, and then
come in to
6.
play another league.
And then number 3 from the 3 regions, Central, North, and the other one, preliminary round, to make it 8 to the national level. That's
There
how
you
it's
got
going to be.
Kamuzu Institute. You know, driving to the stadium is the Kamuzu Stadium, and that's one of the oldest stadiums in Malawi.
Exactly.
Was used at some point as the national stadium, but it is home to some prominent teams that are using that in the Premier League.
Yes, in the Elite League, TNM Super League, Mighty Mkulu Wanderers, as well as FCB Nyasa Big Bullets. That's their home.
There we go. They've continued to use an iconic stadium. Can be very daunting for teams that visit out there at Kamuzu Stadium. Atueni, who scored 2 goals when they played in the FAM Goshen Nationals. She's again added or expected to add to that. As you get to see the players are scoring all round, it's not specific to an individual player. They share responsibilities to get the ball in the back of the net.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's a team that wins.
No, absolutely. It doesn't matter who scores. We're just waiting to see if Patricia Kachepa can score as well.
A difficult one.
But you get some goalkeepers that take the penalties at times, take the free kicks, and I'm sure she's one of those who will be very eager eventually to get her name as well on the score sheet. Getting back to the action on the park, here's Young Buffaloes. It's a strong ball, but bundled off the ball, and a free kick for Young Buffaloes. Tandi Majola, the guilty player. And she receives a yellow card, is Tandi Majola. Realizing that there was trouble brewing, there was trouble coming. And again, we spoke about Ascent camping in the opposition half, that long ball causing all the problems.
And then you make yourself panic when you are going back to defend. Not fair. A good chance for Young Buffaloes.
Well, the coach can also call upon Ruth Nyironga if he needs to get some sort of stability, or maybe there's some tired legs out there. Ruth could come in and make a contribution. With 70 minutes on the clock, it's a free kick to Young Buffaloes. Free kick. 3 players in the wall. Tenalile over the ball. Will they go direct to goals? That will ask the questions of a goalkeeper, who will tell you she had that covered over the crossbar.
A team that is struggling to attack, to get a goal, that's the only way to score, maybe. Some set
From
pieces,
distance,
a free
yes.
kick, a corner. Utilize those chances as young Buffaloes.
I think it's been very difficult to get these spaces as when you look at Ascent Academy, they have occupied very important positions on the field and have made it difficult for young Buffaloes to knock it about. And we get another yellow card, and it is Atuyeni that is being fouled, and the yellow card going to Dlamini. Well, I'm sure the teams are told about the Fair Play Award. Because when a team gets a yellow card, they get 1 point.
Yes, exactly.
In the match. Now, Nokutula there, Hlezipi, just to confirm that she did go to the principal's office and he did give the warning, and that was in the form of the yellow card. Here's a free kick. How is it played? Away this time. You're finding Zamini with acres of space is playing the 1-2, knocking that ball into the pockets, but keeper is quick to defuse the situation. Gambule, she's been very busy for young Buffaloes. That's a little too strong and giving her a lot of work after 73 minutes. That's not going to be very easy. We're looking at Ndlovu, who has got to make up for a lot of space on the left-hand side as Ndlovu. Definitely the buzz has been quietened down. A crowd is now trying to get on the backs of the players. Can Ascent hold on? They need to also get that insurance goal. It's a hopeful attempt by young Buffaloes. You go back to 2021 when they lost in the semi-final stages. What you can see is the projection of this team. They continue to look forward to the next year.
Yes.
Because again, then in 2022, they were runners-up.
Yes.
So you're seeing projection, and here they are right now.
Yes, and Ascent Academy, the good thing is they don't lose to a team twice. So Ntopwa were the champions after beating Ascent Academy. They revenged it in the quarterfinals after being drawn in the quarterfinals. They are going to meet the defending champions, winning it 4-0. It was a huge performance.
Yeah, no, that was a huge achievement. And considering that when you look at the experience in Ntopwa, you can really then say it was a demolition. Here's Atuyeni. Some enterprising defending. Here's a chance for Masinga. Playing it back. And here is young Buffaloes. It's a long ball again. But they have regrouped. They have regrouped. And the defense just leaving 3 players to deal with the situation. Throw in. Nomvula. Making inroads into the opposition half as young Buffaloes. Good turn by Nobuhle. Goalkeeper who allows a centre-back to launch the attack going forward. They've made another change. Is the first change of the match, actually. That is for Ascent Academy. We talk of Fatima Lali. Fatima Lali comes in with a lot more emphasis on being defensive-minded. Fatima Lali, who is 15. Unbelievable.
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 That's the meaning of academic, Rory.
Yeah. No, definitely. You've got to bring in these youngsters. And certainly there's no fear by the coach. Certainly there is an opportunity for her to go out and strout her stuff at this big occasion. You really take out the nerves. But having a look at the challenge here, and another yellow card for Young Buffaloes. They're now playing the physical game.
13 minutes to go. Oh, it's a yellow card. First red card.
First red card of the tournament, which goes to Smangele Nobuhle Sikodze, and that is 2 points for Buffalo. So in terms of the fair play, they have their backs against the wall. But this is the frustration of when you're playing players that have got the skill, and you're trying with everything you have, and more so when they realize how young the players are. You tell yourself, I don't want to be dribbled by a small baby. And this is the opportunity. She went in there foot up with her knee, didn't pull out of the challenge. A deserving red card.
And another damage to Young Buffaloes. Trailing by 2 goals to 1.
Losing one
they are failing to create chances to get a goal, to put it on a draw. Let's wait and see. 11 minutes to go.
Well, they have 11 minutes to rectify. They couldn't score, but normally, as you know in football, they say it's very difficult to play against 10 men or 10 women in this instance, and they tend to give a little bit more effort. And, talking about effort, Ngobile Ngozo has been in the thick of things, but Delisile.
And then the game plan changes also.
Definitely the game plan for the coach has got to change. And you maybe sacrifice one of your midfielders because you are chasing the match. Coach will be expecting to push up some players to assist Tenalile as well as Numvula. Throw in by Ascent. Good protection of the ball. Forced backwards to play the quick 1-2. Cannot play the ball on the ground, says the referee, and that should be a warning for Badelisile Ngozo. Chawula. Young Buffaloes have also been able to frustrate Ascent on their wing play. It's almost non-existent here in the second half. For player like Atuweni, who operates on the wings, has been closed down. On the left-hand side, we're not seeing that much action.
Maybe it was time to switch now, to play it from the other side. It's been down for so long.
This is when you're expecting to come up with the plan B, maybe direct from the central parts of the park. Here's the captain turning, and Miriam does that so well. She pops up at the right moment. She pops up everywhere on the park as Miriam Ninula. Good control, but that ball just being taken away from the goal mouth, forcing a rather difficult angle for Young Academy. Playing it back. Young Buffaloes are playing with one player short. Letitia. Forced back. They'll try again. Lixon. Running into trouble. They'll win the ball back is Ascent Academy. Maureen with a throw-in. A strong challenge indeed. However, the intelligence of Laxon yet again just riding that ball, and it's left Spilisi and Lovu grimacing just outside the touchline. The game can continue because she's outside the field of play.
And the second time she's down.
She'll be allowed to be treated from outside the field. The medical team is very quick to get to her, and the play continues. Header away, only as far as Lixon. Lixon takes it to the left. It's a shot. And, very hopeful, looking for Atueni to latch on to that. We also haven't seen Faith in the second half as much as we would have liked to see Faith. I think she's been drawn back to get some defensive duties, use her lanky frame to destabilize Young Buffaloes. She's dropped a lot deeper than she was in the first half. Yeah, she is on the ball. Lack of communication causing some sort of desperation. Buffaloes, 5 minutes to go. What do you think should Young Buffaloes do to get back into this match? Just hold your thoughts a moment or two, and we'll just wait for the set piece. And again, it was Ndlovu that is got into an interesting battle with Atueni.
It's no goes on earlier for Atueni, but she's trying. Let's wait and see what the throw-in will bring to Ascent Academy. If they are going to win this, it will be another history for the first time playing and having a first win.
First win in the tournament for a team that is making their debut. They are 5 minutes away from making history as Ascent Academy. The coach was very clear, Tom Mkolongo, that he's not here to add on to the numbers. He's here to win the championship.
Exactly.
That's a pretty bold statement. So it's a warning shot to Green Buffaloes. It's a warning shot to her Angels. Tenalile, you'll need to do a lot better. A strike.
It could have been a similar goal for that one of Ascent, the second goal,
which was going to the far corner. Maybe there's something about that goal post. Keep up. Klamin. Here's Young Buffaloes making it look easy. The goalkeeper's giving them instructions to say, let's take it easy.
No pressure, we are leading.
No, absolutely. That is a goalkeeper that is switched on, giving the instructions to defenders, because you really don't want to make that mistake. They conceded in the 11th minute. and they know all about managing the game.
They don't want to start it at one.
Here's Atueni. She needs the support, Atueni. Staying strong on her feet is Kambule. Young Buffaloes trying to get control of the ball. Looking to spread the ball out to far left-hand side, looking for Pilisiwe Ndlovu. Ndlovu brings it into Dube. Dube's got that ball up in the air, deciding to play high balls. Here is Tenalile Ngampala, goal scorer. That was a hopeful shot. Tom Nkolongo is up. He hasn't been able to sit down this entire match. Is the coach from Ascent Academy?
Yes, he's praying at home. He trusts his prayers. So let's wait and see what the 3 minutes plus added will bring to Tomo Nkolongo.
Here is Faith yet again, waltzing away. Faith on the edge of the box. A shot from Faith. She did everything right up until that moment. She turned the defenders. We call it inside out. She polished the defenders, but wasn't able to get a finishing to complement a good move.
A good move from Faith Chinzimo. At the end of the day, statistics will only help you to improve the next match, but the goals are what counts in the full-time results.
And that's what is important. Some wonderful footwork from Faith. The end result, not a positive one. It would have been a beautiful goal had she got it on target. Here is Ascent Academy. They're not done yet. Keeper had to be aware on the edge of the box. Sends another long ball. 2 minutes to the 90. Tandi Majola. Yes, Faith. Can they end this match with a bang? Here is Atueni. Atueni showing some good control. Gives away possession. Is Tenalile Ngampala. Well, listen to the fans who supported her throughout. Atueni Njirima, she's given her all, and ready to come in is Mkandawire, and she comes in at 16 years of age. Is Mkandawire
Mayamiko
Mkandawire.
Mayamiko Nkandawile graduated from Ascent Academy under 16. So there's no shortcut in football. When you want to progress, you need to look at the under 14, 15, 16 and groom them to the senior team.
Well, there's no mercy. And this is the negative element of women's football, where you have super leagues that are open. And then you have young, tender age players of 15 and 16 having to play against fully grown women footballers, which becomes an advantage. And also prone to injuries because the tackles that come in are pretty hard. And there's no consideration for age the minute you step into this platform. Free kick, Faith. Still struggling to keep possession is Ascent. Here is Letitia. Had a quiet second half is Letitia on the edge of the box, trying to feed Faith. simply loving it, keeping possession. Here's Melissa Jackson. Here's a chance for Ascent to make it 3. And disappointment, but a good effort nevertheless. I'm going to share with you at home that I have an analyst who's so soaked up in the match, she's becoming a supporter instead of being my analyst. And that is because of Ascent Academy turning on the style.
They are really playing good football, passing football, utilizing those chances. It's becoming more difficult for Ascent Academy. If they'll get 1 goal in this 10 minutes, it will be better for Ascent Academy.
We are playing 3 minutes of optional time. So Young Buffaloes will have we're already playing maybe 15 seconds, and the referee has the opportunity to blow her whistle anytime, but the crowd definitely behind this team, and you can see the reason why. Melissa Lixon, Maureen, throw in, Maureen, Faith, she is losing out. The referee wants the free kick taken. Everybody chewing the clock. It's been a hard day at the office. And, it has to take Maggie Chavula to send everybody up front. That ball, so just bobbling in the defensive third of Young Buffaloes. Header away from Tandi Majola. Tandi Majola and Chavula have been very solid in that defense. Up front, you're seeing Maureen, you're seeing Faith, you're seeing Letitia contribute. Not forgetting the captain, Miriam, who's been absolutely integral. When you need her at the back, she's there. When you need her in the front, but very much an offensive player. Referee Ndela brings an end to this match. 90 minutes of some fantastic football between the two teams. Young Buffaloes on the receiving end, and the happier of the two sides is Ascent Academy. The stadium erupts in support of this young generation of the Scorchers. The stadium erupts to the fantastic football that is being played and shared. Maggie Chavula contributing, goalkeeper Patricia Kachepa, they were fantastic. Not forgetting Faith Chizimu, they bringing the crowd on to say, we are here to stay. We are not here to make the numbers. The celebrations begin. These youngsters are out to really draw the crowd in their favor. Brilliant effort indeed.
This is the champions. That means reaching this stage, you are the champions of your country. So Ascent Academy, home ground advantage. For the first time, Malawi hosting this tournament. They should feel proud of themselves as well as the supporters, so that they should come in large numbers again when Ascent Academy is playing.
Well, showing appreciation to the crowd that have come in their numbers. This is the losing side. Tenalele working hard to get the only goal for this team. They are in disbelief. And talking about Dube, who gave it all Kambule. So we confirm the scoreline at the Imperial Stadium. It is Ascent Academy 2, Young Buffaloes 1. Well, these are the highlights in as early as the opening minutes. That was the chance getting behind the defense, and that was already the warning. And she was not done yet, Alfina Chimbeta, making sure that the keeper was very alert. But Letitia Chinamula was the instigator in that particular move. Captain came in with her contribution